What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to farm Herba Mysticas in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Herba Mysticas are used to create shiny sandwiches, so every player is going to need this knowledge. And of course, guys, if you're new to the channel, enjoy these Pokemon guides, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. So yeah, as you can see, I have a lot of Herba Mysticas, but not too many. We can make quite a few shiny sandwiches for sure, but I'm sure there's plenty of players out there who really need these. I'm gonna help you guys out because we're now at the point with the sandwich recipes where we can actually use pretty much any combo of two Herba Mysticas, so we don't actually have to farm a particular one anymore. We used to have to farm exclusively salty, but now pretty much any one of the five will work. So here's the recipes right now for the shiny sandwiches. As you can see, that you can pretty much use any of these. But how do we get the Mysticas in general? Because it is pretty hard to farm. They are a 24% chance drop rate in 5-star raids and a 28% chance drop rate in 6-star raids. So even if you do a 6-star raid, you only have like a 1 out of 4 chance to pretty much get one. Which now these are the raids you want to aim for. For 5-star raids, you have a 24% chance of getting any Herba Mystica, which is going to be Gengar, Blissey, Glalie, Titan, Drifloon, Amoonguss, Electros, Dondozo, and Palafin. And then for 6-star raids, because the pool is a bit smaller, there's only 6 Pokemon that you're going to target. However, there is a 28% chance that you get a Herba Mystica of any kind. Vaporeon, Blissey, Amoonguss, Titan, Dondozo, and Farigiraf. So if you got one of these guys, you definitely want to do them. I think it is personally easier to go for 6-star raids just because you can easily identify them on the map. And of course, 6-star raids have a better chance of dropping Herba Mysticas, and there's really no way to identify 5-star raids at all. So I just say farm the 6-star raids. I think is going to be better overall. So this is what you're going to have to do. One, you're going to have to see if you have a raid you want to do. Let's say you don't have a raid Pokemon that you want to do. It's not one of the ones we listed before. You can actually change your raids really easily. Go to system settings, go to settings at the bottom, then go to date and time, and then just move the day forward 1. And when you do this, it's going to change the raids in your game. It's also going to change the mass outbreaks as well. So you can just keep doing this over and over and over again. Just make sure to hit OK and then go back to the game, and then the raids will reset for you. For me, though, I actually already have a raid I want to do. So we have a flying type 6-star raid Dondozo, and we have a 28% chance of getting any Herba Mystica, which is pretty great. But that's still a little bit low. 28% is not the best. So how do we actually increase our odds so we can actually farm these Herba Mysticas? Well, there is raid power. Raid power is a sandwich power that we have that honestly not a lot of people are talking about. There is egg power, there's shiny power, there's encounter power, but raid power increases the drop rate from these raids. And there's raid power 1, raid power 2, and raid power 3. So we're not going to be using raid power 3 because it requires Herba Mysticas. So it's sort of against the point of this video. 1 is a little bit too low. So our goal is to use a raid power 2 sandwich to boost the odds of us getting Herba Mystica. You got to remember though, raid power is based off of the type of the Tera raid and not the Pokemon. So this Dondozo is normally a water type, but because the raid is a flying type raid, we're going to need to use a flying type raid power sandwich in order to boost the odds. And with the boosted odds, we're going to have a better chance of getting 1 Herba Mystica, but not just 1, potentially up to 5 Herba Mysticas too. Just depends how lucky you are. And here's a list of sandwiches that will give you raid power level 2. And this is going to be for every single Pokemon type, so all 18 types. And we're looking for flying right now. So we got Bug, Dark, Dragon, Electric, Fairy, Fighting, Fire, Flying right here. So flying looks like we're going to need 4 basils, 3 chorizos, 3 green bell peppers, 3 jalapenos, 3 onions, a chili, a mustard, and a pepper. So that is a lot of ingredients, but the ingredients luckily don't require any Herba Mysticas, so they're all going to be pretty easy to get. And if you need to get ingredients, go to the Electric Dream City, go to Deli Castillo, go to the Artisanal Bakery, go to the supermarket here, and then you also want to go to Sure Cans. And all 4 of these places will give you enough ingredients to make all the sandwiches. I recommend probably just buying 10 of each ingredient so you don't have to keep coming back to this city, so you don't have to get more sandwich supplies. And now we're ready to make our flying type sandwich. So the recipe says we need 1, 2, 3 eggs. Then we're going to need some prosciutto, and we're going to need 2 rices. So there's our 2 rices. And for our prosciutto, we got that. And now we're going to need a curry powder, a pepper, and 2 whipped creams. This is going to be a delicious sandwich. And there we go. We got our raid power flying too. I even dropped one egg in the process and we still got it. So there's a little bit of leniency with some of these recipes. But if you did mess up, I do recommend saving before you make the recipes. Now that we have that, you can check the timer. We have 30 minutes with raid power flying level 2. And we're right at our raid. So I'm going to solo this with a Iron Hands belly drum setup. This should be a very easy raid for us, even though it's a 6-star. Iron Hands is a really good raid Pokemon for most situations. If they're weak to fighting or electric, then Iron Hands is probably going to be your best Pokemon for the job. Alright, so Dondozo has been soloed by Iron Hands because Iron Hands is an absolute unit of a Pokemon. Not going to catch him, but let's check these raid rewards out real quick. And there we go. We defeated Dondozo. We got 2 Herba Mysticas, so that's actually pretty solid. I mean, 28% chance of just getting 1 Herba Mystica, but the fact that we got 2 Herba Mysticas and it only took us a couple of really cheap items, and then you can keep on looking for other 5 or 6-star raids, make a new sandwich for whatever type you're facing, and then try to defeat it, get that Herba Mystica, and high chance you're going to end up with a couple of them. At the very least 1, but you could potentially get up to 5, so that's going to be really worth it. Of course, guys, if you enjoyed this guide, please leave a like and subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys next time with more Pokemon action. Peace out and have a good one.